Hello, Rand here, and as promised in our setting up our new dryer video, we're going to be working on the old dryer here today. See if we can figure out why the belt keeps breaking. Again, we broke 3 belts on this thing, Evan, so I'm thinking there's got to be something wrong. And I looked inside here once already, and I think I maybe see something. So anyway, let's pop this open, Evan. For those of you wondering, this is a Crosley dryer. I don't remember the exact model number here. Let's maybe take a quick look here for those who are curious. Model number there, CDG 6500W. So, CDG 6500W Crosley dryer here. And fixing this one, Evan, shouldn't be too bad to at least open her up anyway. Pretty much grab the top, Evan, give her a flip, and just like that. Now, be a little bit careful, Evan. This does just like hinge over. I think this will hit the wall in my case, so I should be, yeah, okay. So make sure you have something behind there, Evan, because otherwise it's going to flip over and you don't want to break your controls over that. Would probably not be good. Now, there's supposed to be a belt along here, Evan, and this is true of most dryers, by the way. I've fixed quite a few dryers over the years, and they're pretty much all the same. They got a belt here, there's a tensioner, some wheels. You know, give or change a little bit, Evan, they're pretty much the same, right? So, like I said, Evan, that's where the belt is. You folks can probably see something else already here. What is going on here? This doesn't quite look right? So there's nothing rubbing over on this side. That side looks good. Everything looks good here. Looks like we're rubbing pretty hard right here, I'm thinking. I mean, at least that's my suspicion. So not sure what's down below there, but I think we're going to take a close look at this area here. We're probably going to have to take the drum out for this, I think. And at least for this particular dryer here, there's a screw there and a screw there, and then we can remove this whole front panel. And then also, you know what, before we do this here, well, actually, you know what, I think we'll take the screws out first. We do have a little door sensor right there. We need to make sure we pop that out when we hinge this down here. So let's take those screws out a minute. And there's the front of the dryer without the cover on. At this point, Evan, this tub pretty much just comes out. It does hook in the back there a little bit, so you kind of have to wiggle it back and forth a little bit, but there's nothing else holding that drum on. It's almost the same story with this one, too, by the way, Evan. Again, when we got this one up, I ended up taking the front off this one as well so we could clean it. Now, with this one, you do have to take the door off first. So, you know, again, depending on what dryer you have, they vary just a little bit, but for the most part, they are the same. With this one, you take off this front panel here first. Then you can get to the screws that hold the rest of this front panel on. And like I said, take the door off, of course. There's, if I open this up here, there's 2 screws top and bottom on that. I don't think those had to come off if I remember correctly, but yeah, pretty simple to get in that one as well. So anyway, let's get the drum out of here a minute. Okay, with the drum out, Evan, we can see what we're working with here. First off, there's the broken belt laying down inside of there. Yeah, it looks like she is shredded up pretty good here, Evan. Which, at least to me, suggests that something was probably going on for a while here. Wish I knew what side of the belt this was on. To me, it looks like something was wearing into this belt here. Also, I noticed, Evan, looks like we got some sort of felt pad here hanging out. It's probably supposed to be under there. I don't know if that had anything to do with this or not. Looks like these are pretty good to me. Some sort of probably a glide or something. And that, yeah, just this piece here came out. So we'll see if we can get that back under there. Maybe put a little super glue under that or something. One thing I should probably mention too, Evan, make sure you have this unplugged when you're opening this up here and working inside here. At least with this particular one, Evan, everything is line voltage. So, like, if you start touching this stuff, Evan, you will get shocked. I don't know so much about with this one. Evan, this one might not be line voltage for all the controls. Just a little bit smarter model here, if I had to guess, a little more computer controlled probably. But not this one. This, like I said, is all line voltage. So, yeah, watch what you touch on this one. Like I said, unplug it. Okay, so looking down here, Evan. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Now I'm going to have to get a light. I'm going to take a little closer look at this here. I don't know what's going on there, but something doesn't quite look right. Plus, you can see I'm Oh yeah, you can definitely look at this. All the belt dust down in here. So it was shredding that belt. So whatever our problem is, Evan, it's because it's shredding the belt. Why is it shredding the belt? That is a good question. We've got to figure that out. Well, when I was vacuuming out the inside of the dryer here, let's just say one thing led to another, and before you know it, I got the whole blower unit and motor outside of the dryer here. Now, a little pro tip when you're doing something like this, Evan, just, you know, the screws you're taking out, put them back in where they came out of here, so that way you don't lose track of what screw goes where, because there's like, you know, 20 different screws in here, Evan. You got this screw that goes in here, holds a bracket. You got one here that holds the sensor in. And then along the bottom that holds this whole blower assembly in, there's like, I think 3 or 4 different types of screws here. You got 2 up front, there's 2 in the back, there's 1 over there, 1 back there. Oh, and of course that 1 back there, one, yeah, they make that one real fun to get to, That one's underneath there. Yeah, not sure what engineer was smoking what when they came up with that one, but they should be taken out back and, you know, taught a few things, I would say. You know, just put the screw up front here or something. Easy to get to, right? No, gotta be underneath the motor. Can't get nothing to it. I'm telling you, folks, I'm telling you. Anyway, this makes it a lot easier to work on up here, Evan. And looking at this here, I don't know if you can see this or not. Maybe this light's too bright. Let's see what's here. If I can dim this down a minute. We get brighter, brighter. There we go. Dim is setting, Evan. Looking at this pulley here, it is not pretty in my opinion. So whatever's going on here, and I'm not sure what, but something is not right with this pulley. Again, like I said, I'm not sure what, Evan, but it's definitely not right. Especially look at that section there, Evan. That section's like all marred up. Is the pulley just worn out, maybe? I don't know, Evan, but yeah, I don't know if you can see that inside there, Evan. There we go. Actually, if I take the light away, it's actually better for you. Okay. Yeah, something's definitely not right there. This outer piece does spin. I don't know if it's supposed to or not. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw an impact on a socket on that here in a minute. We'll see what spins here and what doesn't. Okay, let's give this nut a little ugga-dugga here with an impact. See what happens here. I have one. Ah. Something tells me when it's not supposed to do that. Oh, you know what? We need to go the other way, don't we? Yeah. I'm betting you folks that is supposed to probably thread off there. I'm betting this is just plain wore out, Evan. That is my theory here at this point. Or there was a defect in this pulley. Well, now the fun part, let's see if we can get that off there somehow. Well, surprisingly, that actually came off pretty easy. I thought we were going to have to fight with that a little bit more, but am I going the right way? Yeah, I think I went the right way here. I just stuck the pliers in here, grabbed a hold of that shaft in there. So right in there. Shouldn't matter if we mar up that shaft a little bit there, Evan. And then just grabbed my other pliers there, gave it a couple turns. Looks like we might have to do it again here because now it doesn't want to go any further. So maybe a little bad spot in the thread there or something. Well, Evan, I'm willing to bet this was our problem here. Even before I took this off, it was already 2 pieces. I could spin this piece independently of that piece, so this was already broke here. And then not to mention, too, we obviously have some carnage in there of some sorts. So, to probably eBay or Amazon or somewhere else we're going to go here. We'll see if we can find parts for this, Evan. Hopefully maybe get another belt and then, I don't know, motor, pulley, whatever they would call this particular piece here. We'll see if we can get that piece. It is reverse threaded, by the way, so, you know, righty lefty or righty tighty lefty loosey. Wrong way with this one, Evan. It's the other way around, so just something to keep in mind there. Okay, shopping. Well, Evan, it's been about a month here since I recorded the first part of this video here. Finally got the parts in here to fix this dryer. And what took so long is this little piece right here, Evan, this pulley. So we'll get into this here in just a second here. But yeah, we got a pulley. Actually, I got 2 pulleys here. Yeah, there's a reason for that. And then we also have a belt here as well. So first off, Evan, I ordered a belt and pulley kit here for this dryer. Now, per the model number of them, this was supposed to fit this dryer here. Apparently, this particular dryer must have a couple of different pulleys on it, though, of one, because I ended up contacting the parts guy. And I got these from eBay, by the way. So one of the parts guys on eBay was like, send us your serial number so we can actually verify this is the right kit for you. So this one I just bought myself. I didn't actually verify. I just bought the kit, and I think it was, what was it, 15 bucks, I think, for this one. So belt and pulley here was like 15 bucks, if I remember correctly. So not too bad of one. So I just bought that, and come to find out of one, this pulley did not fit on here. And now it is the correct size, however, it is not the correct thread. Well, actually, it is the correct thread as well. It is a left hand, wait a minute, right hand? Yeah. This is right hand thread. This is left hand thread. Hopefully I got that right on. Anyway, this is backwards from what normal thread is. Normal thread is right hand, right? I think so, yes. So normal thread is right hand. This is a right hand threaded pulley oven. However, we need a left-handed threaded pulley. So this one will actually thread on here. Which actually, no, that's right, I got to thread it the wrong way. So you had to go the opposite way with it. So contacted the guy on eBay, that one, and sent him the serial number for it. And he looked it up via the serial number and was like, well, this is the correct one. Unfortunately, this pulley is like twice the price of this pulley. And so, again, this one was 15 bucks with belt and pulley. This one was, I think it was just under 30 bucks for just the pulley. And of course, I've got to have the dryer with a $30 pulley, right? Like really? Really? I've got to have the one with a $30 pulley? Oh, well, probably should have just thrown the dryer away, to be honest, but seems like a shame to throw it away just for that. I'm also wondering, like, this pulley here that I bought matches this pulley exactly. Now, of course, I don't know what thread was in this one, but it does match exactly. Like, I mean, this one clearly does not match that one. So, was there something funny here to begin with? I don't know. I'm kind of curious about that. Like, did someone, maybe something broke here once already, and someone, because I thought about like running a tap through this. I wanted to sort of run a left-hand tap through it and make it the correct thread, but it's like, nah, it's not probably a really good idea. So actually bought the correct pulley. So anyway, we're gonna get this put on. It should be pretty simple here. We'll run that on there. We'll put our belt and drum back on here. Hopefully I remember how to put this back together. Because obviously it's all all torn. Oh, that's right, we gotta put this back in here too. For those of you who remember here, I think I mentioned this in the first part of the video. If I didn't, good idea, Evan. Always put the screws you take out back in where they came from. When you do that, hopefully, like in this case, it's been sitting here for a month, you won't have a problem with, forgetting where everything went, right? Let's see what's here. Oh, there's a screw here. I do have a couple. Oh, those are probably the ones that go up here. So, trying to remember. Something go in there? Guess we'll find out and hopefully remember how this goes again. Again, left-handed thread, that one. And we're going to have to go, actually reverse to tighten this. Okay, we're going to call that tight, I think. Kind of hard to hold that at the same time. So, now we need our belt. Now this is the other thing I noticed here as well. So I've replaced the belt on this dryer, obviously 3 times. Well, this will be the 3rd time right here. All the other belts I've bought so far have been like this exact same belt. This one seems a little narrow for this pulley. Fits this one perfectly though. So I'm kind of curious about that as well. I don't know. Some strange stuff going on with this one, if you ask me. Anyway, we'll get this spun around and put back inside the dryer here. Yeah, they're all different sizes too yet, of course. Really weird screw on this one. I'm like, why in the world do they have such a specialty screw? Like, they could put a regular screw in there. I'm like, what in the world? You gotta wonder about some of the engineers that come up with this nonsense. No reason for that. For those who are wondering, by the way, if you are taking the dryer apart, little short ones go in the metal brackets in the front here. Longer ones go in the plastic housing. Oh yes, the fun one underneath that one. I forgot about that one. Like how when you think you could put it out in front of the motor where you could eat? No, of course not. You gotta, like, why? Why? Let's see, I'm gonna make sure I get this right. Yeah, that's the right way. And we might as well hook up the ground wire here. That's that weird screw, which also goes underneath in a strange location. Okay, got a short screw left. That one, somewhere I put the wrong screw. Where did I do that? Aha. Wrong screw in the front there, one. Needed to be a short one. Another example of the engineers being absolute, you-know-what's here. Screw on this pipe, Evan. Could they have put it here? No, of course they put it down where you can't get to it, Evan. Speaking of not being able to get to that, it's really going to be hard to get to. Well then, I'm going to have to go get a little ratchet or wrench or something to get to that one, Evan. Okay. And I better do that right away before I forget. Okay, I think we're about ready to put the belt on here. Oh, pulley yet. We need to put that on. If I remember correctly, that's where it goes. I might have to go back and look at my video on that one. Okay. Or does it go over on this side? Yeah, we'll put the drum in and figure it out, Evan. Fun part's getting it back on these wheels in the back, Evan. Okay, now time to do the reach under, Evan, and get that belt on there. And we'll put the front back on here, which just has a couple of clips it sits on, by the way. Literally that easy. By the way, just note, Evan, make sure you have the dryer unplugged when you do this part here. This is actual line voltage here with this particular switch. Ask me how I know. I think they do low voltage, but no. Apparently they didn't believe in low voltage controls when they did this one, Evan. All high voltage. Be a bad time to drop it in there, Evan. Be a real bad time. Gave it a spin, by the way, to make sure it works. It does. Okay, there we go, and got it all back together here. We'll give it a test here in a moment as well. Sorry, but I didn't show like putting the belt on the pulley in the back there. I don't know how I could have got that on camera with my hand in there. Just it blocked everything. So, but yeah, basically just ran that belt around the pulley, and then I put the tensioner on the belt as well. So of course the tensioner is holding tension on that belt. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, right? So anyway, we should be ready to test this out here. I've got it plugged in over there. Now, of course, we don't have any gas hooked up, Evan, so we are going to, I think you said it, air fluff? Don't ask me, I have no idea how do you work these things. That's good. So yeah, we're just going to, I think we just pull it out. Nope, gotta turn it. Should be on, right? Are we not shut on the door? Why we don't have power? I got it plugged in, right? Yeah, it's plugged in. Okay, what am I missing? Okay, well, when I popped the top on here again, and I don't know what I did, but now it's working. I have no idea what or why, but yeah, there we go. Yeah, now it runs fine. I don't know what I did. No idea, but hey, at least it works, right, Evan? At least it works, so. Of course, the gas is not going to turn on here, because actually, you know what, we should probably do that. Because like I said, gas is not hooked up to this one, so air fluff, yeah, yes, yep. Should be working. Blowing air out the back, yep, we're good there, Evan. I think that is going to do it here for this video, Evan. Turn that back off there. We don't need that running here. But yeah, looks like it works, Evan. You folks have any comments or questions about this, be sure to leave them down below. And just for reference here, where's the model number? For those of you curious here, here's the model number and serial number on this particular dryer. Again, if you have a Crosley, that model dryer there, one, better make sure you ask what pulley you have before you start buying pulleys, apparently. You know, fortunately, in my case, Evan, it was a belt and pulley kit, so it really wasn't that much different between just buying the belt and pulley, so really didn't lose a whole lot of money on that one, maybe a couple dollars at the most, Evan. The belts are about the same price. So anyway, again, Evan, thanks for watching. Again, if you have any comments or questions, be sure to throw them down below, and till next time.